Good morning, students. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another week. Guys, we are entering into our last unit, which is so crazy. I'm looking forward to reading your essays, and I'm just really grateful for how hard you've worked. I feel like I've gotten to meet with more of you this week, and that's been super exciting. I enjoy getting to know you and to see your work and just to talk through some problem areas so that you can grow as a student and a writer. But we are entering into our final essay, and this is going to be a problem and solution essay. And today, and really this week, more what we're doing here is a brief overview of kind of what this project is going to be about. And you're going to take part in brainstorming and you're going to be creating a proposal for me this week. Next week, we're really going to dig into the nuts and bolts of outlining this essay and really talking about what that looks like as an application. How do you form a problem and solution essay, and how do you organize it well? So, what this essay is going to be about, we're going to be talking about social issues. In this unit, we're going to unpack a social topic of your choice, and we will craft a problem and solution essay together. If you have never seen a problem solution essay or you don't know anything about it, I've included a little YouTube link here for you to click on, and it just kind of gives you a basic overview. But what I want you to notice after you watch this video is this is truly a two-part essay. The first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be arguing that the problem even exists. And some of you may be saying, well, that seems really silly. If it's a social issue, then clearly it's a problem. But as you've probably seen in our political and social climate today, a lot of people don't believe in certain problems. You may have to prove that the border issue is a problem. You may have to talk about medical freedom or medical mandates and talk about how that is a real problem, or prison reform and talk about how that is a problem. Always remember that there is an audience on the other side of the coin that really may not see things the way you do. So the first part of this essay, the first couple pages, you're going to be unpacking the issue and you're going to be proving that this is a real problem. The reason that this particular unit is so important to me is that it hangs on a very real reality. There are always going to be problems in your life. And I want you to learn how to navigate through those problems and how to find research and apply critical thinking. And then, even more importantly, how to then take that and create a solution, find a real way to create systemic change. I've told you all from the beginning of the semester that I believe you have the capacity to change your world. And this is really the first step in changing your world. You have to figure out what needs to be changed, and then you have to be able to apply ideas to create that change. So here are a few concepts that you can consider when picking your topic. What I want you to remember is that everything that I'm going to name here, there are two sides to that issue. And for those sides, you are welcomed and encouraged to explore both. I want you to feel that this is a safe place for you to bring the issues that are important to you to the table. The only time that I really want to caution you is when you are talking about these issues. Remember that these issues involve people, okay? And people have feelings, and people have parts of their lives that are deeply affected by these things. And so just be cautious in your language and be mindful of online etiquette and how your words can impact others. And so make sure that when you are using certain words that you are not emotionally charged as you're typing, and just to remember to be mindful of people and their different backgrounds and beliefs, and to be kind in your language. So here are a few topics that you can explore, and just know that if there is a topic that is not on this list, you are welcome to bring it to me through an email or a phone call. I will more than likely approve it, but just run it by me so that I can ensure that it truly is a social topic. Climate change. social injustice for a particular group of people, the border issues, medical freedom, medical mandates, prison reform, abortion, job security, the future of employment opportunities, education, political party reform, healthcare, religious freedom, marriage, environmental issues, welfare, election integrity, capital punishment, affirmative action, police reform, and the decriminalization of drugs. I know this is a limited list, and if you have an idea you want to approach, again, you're welcome to email me or call me to run it by me. I will more than likely say yes, because I like you guys to have a lot of freedom on this project. And now that you have an idea of what we're going to be doing over the next few weeks, I want to talk about some of the minimum requirements. Of course, MLA format compliance is important. You are going to be continuing to cite work, and you are going to be using in-text citations and a works cited list. So MLA is a non-negotiable. A minimum of 6 sources, and 4 of those need to be peer reviewed. Guys, this is a great essay to use TED Talks and YouTubes. Even there are some bloggers out there that are experts on some of this stuff. Know that you have the freedom to use those things, and you can use as many as you want, but 4 of your sources do need to be peer reviewed. We want to ensure that we are grounded in peer reviewed research. Third person only. I want you to be very careful about using first person here. It can be really easy to say things like I think, or I believe, or I know. And we want to avoid that language because, again, we're writing about a sensitive subject. And we want to be mindful that our words can come across biased. And we want to eliminate that to ensure that whoever's reading on the other side of that essay can have an opportunity to really think through it without feeling that the biased language is infringing upon them. And then I want you to remember there are 2 components to this essay. First, of course, you're going to have your introduction where you're introducing the problem and the solution that you're going to be talking about. And it needs to be very clear in that introduction that this is indeed a problem solution essay. But then the first part of this essay is going to examine and unpack the problem. And then you will transition into the solution. And then you will unpack how to think critically and apply the solution to this problem. And again, we're going to talk more about the nuts and bolts of what that's going to look like in the weeks to come. But this week is more for just introducing this project and brainstorming together. One of the most important concepts for you to remember is that you are writing an academic essay. And while it is okay to be passionate about these topics, remember that you should not be emotional. If you are too attached to a particular topic, I want you to consider doing something you can be more factual about. It's never a bad thing to learn about the other side of an argument. Part of your education process is to research and consider the other side. While you may still hold firm to your ideas, you will be more understanding of the other perspective in this major issue. And in my humble opinion, it creates space for more productive conversation. Guys, it is wonderful to have beliefs, morals, and values. I am one of those people that I have very strong feelings and beliefs about certain topics. However, it's part of your education, and it's so important to invite other perspectives in and to listen and hear those perspectives. Number one, so you can be more educated and well-rounded on issues. But number 2, it helps you to see these issues as people instead of just issues and problems. And when we see issues as people instead of just concepts that are foreign to us or something we don't believe in, then it creates space for better conversations and more understanding of one another. So I'm really excited. One thing that I do want you to keep in mind, whatever you write about, when you go to do your final presentation, this is what you are going to be presenting about. I'm not going to ask you to do a new topic or a new concept. You are going to be presenting on your problem and solution. And you're going to be doing it in a very similar format to what you did your midterm presentation and using a narrated PowerPoint. So I say that to say this. whatever you choose to write about, make sure you are comfortable presenting on that information as well. I'm looking forward to working with you this week as we start brainstorming together. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Again, I'm really excited about this project. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and something that you're all interested in taking part in. Let's make it another great week together.